Hi guys, welcome back to Emily J Pilates YouTube channel and to what I think we should call a bonus episode to the 7-day beginner reformer challenge. It is because today I'm going to do a very beginner friendly workout that includes the long box, but by no means I would do this as a intermediate or advanced person on a reformer. I wouldn't just say this is beginner and not bother. This is going to be a really great fun workout. So even if you are intermediate, please don't be put off by beginner. I just think it's a really great bonus to that challenge. So this is an extension of the challenge just so that you can see what it's like to have your long box and how to use it and to get on it safely, etc, etc. So let's get going. I am going to start in footwork with a medium, light and a heavy spring. Coming down onto your reformer, a gap between the shoulder rests and your shoulders, heels on a hip distance apart, pulling the toes to the face, knees hip distance, hips level, tailbone connected, relaxing through those shoulders, drawing navel to spine and pulling that bottom rib down towards the carriage. Inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, pushing the machine out using the front of your legs, and inhale, use them to drag it back in. Exhale to take it out and inhale in. Exhale out and in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, dropping down onto the toes, lifting those heels like a ballerina, hip distance apart. Inhale to prepare and exhale back. Inhale in, exhale back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. We're going to take it out, drop the heels down, lift the heels up, then bend the knees to bring it back in. So push out, heel lower, lift, bring it in. Out, lower, lift, bend in. Out, heels lower, heels lift, bend in. Make sure as your heels lower, you're not overarching in the lower back. Keep that tailbone nice and connected. And in. Out, drop, lift, and in. This time you're going to take it out and you're going to drop for 3 and lift, drop 2, lift, drop 1, lift, bend the knees and bring it in. Take it out, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, bring it in. Take it out, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, bend the knees to bring it in. Last 2, take it out, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, bend the knees, bring it in. Take it out, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, bend the knees and bring it in. Take the feet nice and wide, bringing the heels on, hips and knees externally rotate. Inhale to prepare, exhale, push it back, inhale, bring it in. Exhale back, inhale in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, squeeze those inner thighs for 2, and 1. Bring it in, drop down into first position, toes wrap around the foot bar, heels connected and lifted, knees and hips externally rotate. Inhale to prepare, exhale out, inhale in and exhale out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it out all the way back in. Bringing yourself back onto your heels. Last few pushes out. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, push out, tailbone connected. Pull that bottom rib down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, bring it in. Take the feet nice and wide, hands on the shoulder rest, and windscreen wiper. So inhale, bring it to center. Exhale, take both knees over to one side, twist through the lower back. Inhale to center, twist to the opposite side, keeping the shoulder blades on your carriage each time. Nice. To center and over, to center and over. Just a couple more each way. And then bring it to center. Hug knees to chest or happy baby. Nice little stretch out of the inner thighs if you are in happy baby. And then hugging knees to chest, rocking up to a seated position. Coming off the reformer, and let's get our long box on. So make sure that your box is always center of your machine. You don't want it to hang off on either side of your reformer. So it's nice and center. Take off your medium and your light springs so that you've got one heavy. And coming onto your box, so always placing both hands on the front. Take your furthest away knee and place that on, and then lift the other knee, coming into an all-four position. We'll just inhale to extend the spine here into cow, and exhale, round it up and pulling the belly button up, tucking the pelvis into cat. Inhale, extending the spine to cow, and exhale, rounding up to cat. Inhale to cow, knees directly below the hips, shoulders directly above your wrists. Just taking a little bit of mobility through the spine. And then just coming back into neutral. Getting down, you just want to start shimmying the body down. So slowly bringing yourself down, making sure that your chest is free of the box. Your hips externally rotate slightly, so you bury them in, squeeze the bum cheeks, imagine you're pulling the kneecaps up towards your face, point the toes. If the point starts to give you cramp, flex the feet. That just helps a little bit. You just don't want to leave them floppy, looking a little, unelegant. And then you want to place your hands on the foot bar at shoulder distance apart, and the neck stays in line with the spine. Now it's tempting to look down or to let it sink and sink the chest down, but you want to keep your neck in line with the rest of the spine. So collarbones wide, core engaged. Inhale to prepare, looking just at your platform extender, and exhale, pushing the machine away, straightening the arms, and then inhale to bring it back. Exhale to push away, inhale to bring it back. So you'll notice that my head just stays still all the way in and all the way out. I've got my bum engaged, so I've got lower back supported, core engaged, and those shoulders sliding down the back, head staying in line with the rest of the spine. So I'm not pulling my chest down to the springs. You're keeping it nice and lifted, keeping those shoulders back and the collarbones wide. Nice. For 3, 2, last one, take it out and hold. This time you're going to lift your head, neck and chest, coming into a similar position to cobra. Your hips stay glued to your carriage, and my carriage has come in towards the stopper through the lift through my spine. My arms are still straight. Inhale, bring the chest back down. Exhale to lift the chest, bringing the carriage to the stopper. And inhale to bring it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, we lift. Keep the bum engaged. And inhale, lower. Exhale, up, loads of upper back spine mobility, but the best thing that these exercises are good for is our posture. So how we may hunch or slouch through the day, watching TV or working in an office chair, driving for long periods of time. Bring it up and down. Now, keeping that neck in line with the spine, we're just going to bend the elbows to bring it in and then push out again. Inhale in, exhale out for 3, 2, and 1. And bring it in. Placing on a medium spring, taking off that heavy. This time you're going to place your left hand on your lower back. Again, keeping that neck in line with the rest of the spine, collarbones wide. Exhale, you're going to push away with one hand. Inhale, bend it in to bring it back. Exhale to push away. Inhale, back. Exhale away. Inhale, back. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Place the left hand on the foot bar. Right hand comes onto the lower back. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, push it out. Inhale, bring it in. Squeeze those glutes. Keep those legs pointed. Bury the hips in. Widen through the collarbone and lifting the back of the skull up to the ceiling. So you're just looking just slightly ahead of you. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Gorgeous. Bring it in. Now to get off your box, you can either come back into that all four position, or you can just slide the legs to the side. Make sure you're digging into both sides of the box so the box doesn't flip onto one side or the other. And then bringing the body up. Turning your box. So sorry, I should have said, when the box is in this position, it is your long box. Turning the box to short box means that you just turn it round and place it this way instead, so that it is short, taking up a shorter space on the carriage. Make sure it's pushed right up to your shoulder rests, and make sure that it is equal on both sides, not too heavy or hanging off on either side than the other. So I need to push mine over a bit. Perfect. Taking your foot bar down and placing on all of your springs. Now we're going to do some ab work. So make sure every single spring is on. You do not want your reformer to move. And making sure that your safety strap is securely fastened. Check everything, check where it's connected, check your loops, check the strap itself. Make sure it's nice and secure on there. If you don't have a safety strap, then you can't do these exercises. You must have a safety strap to do this exercise, so your reformer should have one. If it doesn't have one, I would create one yourself. Add one. You just need to drill into your machine, add some form of strap to do these exercises. Otherwise, don't do these exercises if you don't have a safety strap. So standing onto your platform extender, looking back so that you can place both hands onto your box and then placing the bum down. Have about a hand space between the back of the box and your bum. You don't want to be right on the edge, but you also don't want to be right on the back. Safety strap comes over your feet. So you would pull your toes up towards you to feel strap tight on those toes, on those feet. Sitting at hip distance apart and nice and tall, so shoulders above your hips, long spine, parallel chin, gaze forwards. Imagine all that energy is being pulled out the top of your head. Sitting up nice and tall in that neutral spine, just crossing your hands over your shoulders. Now I've got to lift my elbows a touch just so I don't mess with the mic. You don't have that, so you can get your hands nice and tight to your chest. We're going to take some C-shape roll backs. So as you do when you do your work, if you're facing the straps and you're doing your ab work, you're going to tuck and roll the pelvis, bringing the spine and the shoulders back from the hips. Hold as you inhale, then keeping this C shape, bringing yourself all the way round. Armpits come in line with the hips, and you restack the spine. So imagining you're being stabbed in the stomach, your pelvis tucks, rolls back, and vertebrae by vertebrae, you're bringing it back, keeping that C shape of your lower back. As you inhale, exhale, using the ab, that core strength, navel to spine, to pull the body up in that C shape, shoulders in line with the hips, and we restack. Now, the most important thing is as you tuck and you roll it back, to hold your body weight and to stay safe and secure, pull those toes towards your face, feel that tightening, even more tightening on that strap. You must pull the toes up to keep you nice and secure. So I can lean all the way back as long as I am in my strap and I'm being held. I could even lift my legs, my heels if I wanted to. As long as I'm in this strap, I have got something keeping me held to bring myself and pull myself back up with. So that's really important, to keep the toes pulling towards the face at all times, especially when you're leaning back. Are you ready? Cross those arms, shoulders pulled down the back. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, tuck, roll that pelvis back. Inhale, hold at the bottom. Exhale, round it up, shoulders come in line with the hips, restack nice and tall. Exhale, tuck and roll. Inhale, hold. Exhale, round it up. Inhale, restack. Exhale to tuck and roll it back. Inhale, feel that six-pack work, feel that body shake. And then exhale, bring it up. Inhale, restack. Tuck and roll it back as you inhale. Hold the bottom. Exhale, round it up. And inhale, restack. Now make sure it's just that lower back. Make sure the shoulders aren't coming in and you're not curving forwards and bringing a load of close to the chest and the rib area. Collarbones nice and wide. It's a tuck of the lower body. Shoulders away from the ears. Rounding it up and then restack. Option here is as you tuck and you roll back, you can lift your elbows up, bring them down, and then round it up to restack. Tucking and rolling, holding it here as you inhale and lift the elbows up, lower the elbows, and then bringing it all the way back. If you would like to make it a little bit harder still, you can bring your arms ahead of you. Now, option is just to keep them ahead so that they are level with your shoulders, tucking and rolling, keeping those shoulders away, because remember they will stay raised, so bringing the shoulders down with each vertebrae tucking back. Inhale, hold. Exhale, round it up. Last option to make this a little bit harder is to bring it back. As you hold an inhale, bringing the arms up and down, and then rounding it back up. Those heavier arm levers will work even more into that six-pack. Up, down. Make sure you're rounding up, shoulders in line with hips. Restack. Roll it back. Depending on what level you've chosen, you've just got 5 more. Restack. Tuck it back. take your option here in the inhale, hold, round it up. Remember, make sure that your toes are pulling towards you so you're secure in that strap. Taking it back, you'll feel that pull on your straps as you tuck and you roll. Just 2 more. And hold it there. Straightening out the legs this time, we're going to flat back lean. So arms crossed, pull the shoulders away from the ears. You're going to flat back lean, hinging the upper body back from the hips. Inhale, hold, and then exhale, flat back, bring it back up so shoulders are stacked above your hips. Legs together. Exhale, flat back, lean as if you are a pole, leaning back. Inhale, hold, and exhale, bring it back up, shoulders above your hips. Exhale, flat back, take it back, and inhale, bring it forwards. Option here is as you take it back and you inhale, you can twist to one side and center, then bring it back up. Take it back, twist, center, back up. Remember, option is just to take that lean back and hold. You don't have to take the twist. You can just hold. Getting a nice little bit of obliques or side ab muscles here. Twisting through that upper mid back. Headlamps on the hips, still pointing forward. Core engaged, navel to spine. Lifting through that pelvic floor. As you take it back, twist, center, forward. Option here, arms extended. Back, twist, center, forward. Straight back, twist, center, forward. Option again, as you go back, you can twist, bringing the arms up. A little bit of extra weight into that six pack and up. Up, twist, arms come up to center. Flat back up. Exhale back. Inhale, twist. Exhale forwards. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, twist. Exhale forwards. Inhale back. Back, twist, forwards and up. Last 2. Back, twist, forwards and in. Back, twist, forwards and up. Amazing. Give it a little shake off. You can release that strap and then just bend it forwards. Bring in the head between the knees and just letting that lower back stretch out. And then just rounding up through the spine. Reach up, nice stretch out of those abdominal muscles. Light back bend if it feels good. Bringing it to center. Oops, and then we're going to do some arm work. So, bringing the feet onto the reformer, legs still hip distance apart, ankles below the knees. And we're going to take our straps. So we're going to do our offer and serve, but we're on the box, so it will actually feel heavier. So on that medium spring, if that's too high, remember just to adjust your springs. Hands into your big loops, flat palms, arms down by the sides of the box, just behind the shoulders. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, pull forwards into your offer. Take the arms out to the side to serve. Squeeze the pectoral muscles, keeping the elbows soft back to center. And then take the hands away back behind the shoulders. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, out. Exhale, squeeze it together. And inhale, bring it down. So you've got that offer and serve, but when you are on the box, it makes those straps heavier. because you've got to pull that spring even further. So pulling it all the way back, taking it out, then pulling forwards to take it back again, and then bring it back down. So essentially, normally you will work in a smaller range when you're on the carriage, but your range increases because you're sitting higher up. So take it forwards, out to the sides, squeeze those pectoral muscles in, and take it down. Take it up, out to the sides, squeeze it in, and down. 3 more. Up, out, squeeze it in, and down. Up, out, squeeze it down, back in, sorry, and down. Last one. Up, out, squeeze in, release it down. Amazing. Now to finish off, to get off, the springs are much lighter than when you got on because they had them all on, the carriage was heavy. Now to get off, you want to step forward onto your platform extender, bring your body over, I find bent knees is best, and then stand up tall on your platform extender. We're going to take some planks on that medium spring, so standing hip distance apart, coming onto the toes and bending the knees, and this time our hands are on our box. So we normally do these with our hands on the carriage, so we can do these with the hands on the box. So shoulders slide down the back, long spine as you inhale, exhale, pushing out into plank, keeping the wrists under your shoulders, and then inhale, bend the knees to bring it in. Now you'll notice you're hovering. So you're hovering just above the carriage, shoulders back, skull pushes back to the ceiling. Exhale, push out, 6-pack engages. Inhale, bend the knees to bring it back to the stopper. Exhale, out, inhale, in. Now make sure that your wrists are directly under the shoulders. So you may need to move the hands forwards, or you may need to move the box back slightly if you're a bit shorter, but you essentially should be taking it out and in. You'll burn a little bit into your thighs here because you're pushing in and out, but you're getting all of that upper body work because as you take the machine out, you're holding that plank, bring it in. So take it out and hold, 2, 3, then bring it in. Out and hold, 2, 3, bend the knees, bring it in. Out, hold, 2, 3, bring it in. Out, hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Bring your knees down onto your carriage, bum back to your heels, and then just stretching out your arms on your box. Whew. And inhale, lift head, neck and chest. Bring yourself up and we'll just have a little spinal stretch off with your box and reformers. So bringing the knees back onto the platform extender because this is light, it will move. And then straddling your carriage, legs both sides, extending through the spine, pushing the reformer forward, pushing the hips back and feeling a nice stretch down the back of your legs. I tell you what, sorry, let's change this to a light spring so that we're definitely just stretching and not getting any strength. So light on, medium off. So this time as you push away, you probably don't feel like you're really pushing against that resistance. So pushing the bum back towards the heels, feeling a nice stretch down the back of your legs. Nice stretch through the shoulders as well. Bend the knees, keeping them nice and soft. Exhale, rounding the spine into cat. Inhale, extending the spine, pushing that bum back into cow. You can just look just ahead of you, so don't lift the neck, just gazing ahead. Exhale, round up to cat. Pulling that box in, and then inhale, take it away. Exhale, round it up. And inhale, take it away. Exhale, round. Inhale, push away, and just holding here for a couple of seconds. And then rounding all the way up. Coming onto one side of your reformer so that you can come into the well at the back of your reformer. Taking your knee and your ankle, placing it onto your box, pushing back with that opposite leg, and if you can, just bringing the arms down to the box and feeling a nice glute stretch. So my ankle is kind of tucked into my left, so I'm on my right leg, so my right ankle's tucked into my left hip, as that's, I'm not very flexible. And then just lifting the hands up so that you can release that leg, place the opposite leg on. So you're taking that glute stretch on that opposite side. Nice opener through the hip as well, but you've mostly got that glute stretch in the back of the upper leg, the hamstring, glute and hamstring stretch. And then just lifting those arms so that you can release that leg, standing it up nice and tall, coming out of the well of your carriage. Reach up to the ceiling, bending over to one side. Reach it up to the ceiling, bend it over to the opposite side. Back to the middle, bring those arms ahead, push the spine back. Big stretch of the shoulders, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Arms come behind the back, push the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, push the chest forwards. And then just really sit there, bringing the arms up together and through the centre. Well done, guys. I hope you enjoyed this add-on. If you do own a long box at home, I absolutely adore a long box session. So if you would like to see some more, I do have a lot of long box on my YouTube channel because I'm obsessed with the long box. But if you would like some fresher ones, comment below, tell me, Emily, please do more long box, and I shall do it for you. Hope you enjoyed, guys. It's really lovely to see so many new faces here. I hope you have been enjoying my channel and I hope you enjoyed my workout. Just let me know if you want to see anything and I can bring that to you. Thank you, guys. See you next week.